Hi there Year 9, it's Miss Monk here, and today I'm going to be demonstrating to you how you can produce your very own collage inspired by Valli Simone's. Now, before we get started, you're going to need some materials. If you look at these materials and you haven't got access to any of the materials, please do check the blended learning page for additional tasks for this week, okay? Because I do want you to produce some form of artwork this week. Now then, the first thing you're going to need is your images of her work that you've been previously asked to collect, okay? Now, if you can't print it off, that's absolutely fine. I don't have a printer at home. What you can do is just have them up on your computer screen, your laptop screen, your tablet screen, your phone screen, as you are working, because these are going to provide a great source of inspiration for you, okay? So you're going to be producing your very own collage. You're not just going to copy what the artist has done, but what you're going to do is take ideas from the artist. Now, the first thing I would like you to do is make sure you've got an A4, or if you've only got a few materials, you might use an A5 piece of paper. Okay, and then you're going to consider the background, because you'll notice that she really layers her collages, all right? So in the background, you'll see there's things like newspaper clippings, there's book pages, and, you know, in some instances, there's some coloured paper as well, okay? And you can see here how I've collected these materials before I've got started. Now then, for this background, I'm not going to use my scissors. I'm just going to tear, okay? So I'm going to tear my book pages. I'm going to use a glue stick. If you've not got a glue stick, what you can do is arrange your images on the page and take a photograph of it, okay? It doesn't need to be stuck down if you cannot stick it down, okay? So I'm going to glue the back of my images, or the surfaces that I'm going to stick down for my background. Okay, I'm going to work really quickly, guys, because I don't want this to go on too long and I want you to crack on with it and have a go yourself, okay? I might decide I want to tear some strips of coloured paper as well and apply them over the top. You don't have to cover all of the white, but you can do. It's completely up to you. Okay, so I'm going to have a nice bright pink stripe down there because I love a bit of pink me. And then I might decide I want sort of a blue triangular shape. Over the top here. I hope you can see everything in my camera. Okay, oh, and I might, have I got any newspaper here? I've got some newspaper as well. I might just add a quick strip of newspaper down the middle for a bit of good luck. Why not, eh? Just get rid of that little excess bit there so that it's nice and smooth when I stick it down. Orcally, I'm going to cover that white bit there. Once you have created a bit of a background, so a bit of a base, okay, you can then start to think about actual images to go over the top. Now, our artist focuses mainly on portraits, so I would definitely suggest getting your hands on a portrait. So that might be that you get an internet image and you print it off A4, or you might decide to look through magazines. So I'm going to use magazines for mine. So I'm going to take a look through my magazines, and here is an image that I found earlier. So you can see here it's quite a good one because it's quite big, and I like how she's looking to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this. I'm going to rip around. I'm going to get really nice, quite an interesting edge there. If you want to cut yours out with scissors, you can do. I'm going to cut rip a bit of a hat off, okay? And what I'm going to do too here is I'm going to maybe rip out a bit of a shape so that some of the blue underneath shows through. It's quite interesting. I might even rip that a bit higher so that you can see more of that newspaper. Okay, now you'll notice if we look at her work, now this is optional, this part here, but if you have got a craft knife, okay, then feel free to use it. You can experiment with your scissors as well if you want to do so. But you'll see here, she's actually cut into her portraits, okay? And those shapes create a really interesting effect because you see the background from underneath, okay? So that's how important the background is on this piece. Okay, so what I might do Make sure you use a board if you are using a knife of some sort, okay? I'm going to work into mine. Just quickly, I'm not going to spend too much time on it with my craft knife. Okay, make sure you cut away from yourself. I've not done a very good job of that. My knife isn't a very good one, I've just noticed, because it's dragging the paper. Okay, try and keep your lines nice and crisp. Mine's not very crisp there. That's an example of a bad one. Okay. So I might position the paper a bit differently as I'm working so that my lines are a little bit more crisp. Yeah, that's a bad knife, guys. Okay, another alternative you can do if you want to have a go with cutting out shapes is you can fold it and use your scissors if you want to do so. That's another alternative. I've got a nice crisper line there, so that's probably worked out better for me than the Stanley knife. Okay, once you're happy with that, what you might decide to do then is stick down your portrait. I don't like that white showing through there. So what I might do then is go back to my magazines. I think I quite like some pattern. So I might actually have a little look through them, see if I can find some interesting patterns. I like those flowers on her dress there. So what I might actually do is before I stick this down, I might position that, stick that there. Oh, that looks quite good. Like so. Okay, so I'll stick this bit down. And then I'll stick my portrait over the top like so. So again, it's all about layers and layers. Yours are going to look way better than mine because you've had a little much longer to work on it. Okay, so you can position things before you decide to finally stick it down. Oh, I'm so ashamed about my ripped triangles. Right, okay then, so I'm going to smooth that down. What I'm now going to do is start to think about additional things over the top of my portrait. So you can see here there's bits of paper ripped up. So my pink has actually been covered there. So what I might decide to do is use a pink strip across her face. Following the shape of her cheekbone. Hey, I might cover up those triangles that I didn't really like before. All right, and what you can do as well is start flipping through your magazines. Try and find anything interesting that catches your eye. Oh, I love that pattern there. So I might rip that out and use that somewhere in my collage, okay? So have a little look through for images that you could maybe perhaps layer over the top. I came across this before. That looks quite interesting, doesn't it? I might use that on my face. Because if we have a look at the artist's work here, you notice that sometimes there's different body parts from other people put onto the work. So I might actually use this. Oh, I like that. That's lovely. Okay then, and I am going to continue searching. Oh, I've got this lovely fried egg. I don't know about you guys, but I love a fried egg. Oops, maybe cut it out a bit differently to what I did just then. Little fried egg and avo on toast. What posh breakfast that is. Okay, so I might think about where I can put my fried egg. So I might put that down here. So continue to layer. You can see here, she's cut rings out of, looks like magazines and layered that over the top. Okay, there's loads and loads of interesting elements. You could embed animals into your collage. And if you look at some of her collages as well, she's even gone over the top with a pen. So it might be that you bring some of your Zentangle knowledge and skills into this piece of work too. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there so you can have a go yourselves. Have fun and take a photo of your results. Okay, see you later.